Where do you see South Africa's future in the next 5 years?
I believe stop worrying about what the future of the country is and worry about what your future is. Become a sovereign financial individual that if shit fucks out here, pick your shit up and leave. The world is far bigger than the shit happening on the southern tip of Africa. And if you are not reliant on earning income from here, if you're not reliant on the next political thing, BE, non-BE, whatever the bullshit is, your thinking will change completely. People come up to me and talk to me about politics. I don't fucking care. I really couldn't care. Talk to me about making money.
Yo guys, I'm upset. If you just look at this, look at the price of this. Toppers biscuits, the normal Toppers, is now 15 rand. And the small 4-pack biscuit is now 10 rand. Gone are the days where you could get the big packet for 10 rand. The key point of the video is to show how expensive things have become. And this is even before the VAT increase.
Donald Trump caved. The demented Nazi had a panic, he had a wobble, and he dropped all of his insane tariffs, except on China, but he didn't cancel them completely. They went down to 10%. Yeah, the evil knickknack got shown his ass, and here we are. So, on today's show, which we're going to go record now, we're going to talk about the fact that it seems as though South Africa is now going from 30% tariffs on all of our exports to America down to 10% tariffs. What that will really mean, because there will be some relief, but not as good as when there was not even 10% tariffs before, like last week. But yeah, we need to talk about the fascist Frito, because he's now trying to sell this as some kind of genius move. But even though he's now dropped all these tariffs, except he's now got like 125% tariffs on China, it has still fundamentally reshaped the world economy, and we as South Africans need to understand how it affects us. So that's coming up in a few hours' time. Also, at the Bucks.
On top of all of that, we've got something else that the ANC is characterized for. That's the second. The third one is the ANC also stands for a cadre deployment. And another word for cadre deployment is incompetence.
Putting their own in.
Yeah, you put, as long as he's loyal to the party, we're going to put him in there, whether he's competent or not. And quite often what happens, you put the wrong guys in charge, and they destroy institutions like the state-owned enterprises, the local authorities, and the list goes on. So the third thing that the ANC stands for is incompetence. And the fourth thing that the ANC stands for is corruption quite often.
Corruption.
And I mean, the list is long of corruption. And if we put these four things together, the wrong ideology, the wrong policies, incompetence and corruption, that's what you get. That's what we have today. And the result of that is horrible economic growth. For the past 15 years, we didn't make any progress. Now, I've analyzed South Africa, compared South Africa against third world countries, in inverted commas, poor countries in the world, the rich world, averages, all sort of stuff. And in terms of about every single
aspect,
variable that I looked at, South Africa deteriorated in terms of per capita GDP. That's an obvious one. Either the poor countries are catching up with us, or we're falling behind the rich world in terms of life expectancy. In terms of people killed per 100,000. How many kids survive more than 5 years? Quality of education. Every single thing that you can think of
just dropped.
We've been falling behind because of those four things that the ANC stand for. We need to fix that. So our problem in South Africa, I can give you a long list of economic issues. But our problem in South Africa is politics. That's the problem.
That's the mess.
It's not economics. It's politics. You need to change, either the ANC need to change their ideology, or we, the people, need to change the ANC and get rid of the ANC.
Despite all of the things that the government wants to do, raise VAT, create more difficult conditions for business, all sorts of other things, I'm reminded that we as people in this country, we actually have a lot of power. And we have the ability to completely ignore these guys if we decide to. We don't have to follow their dumb rules. And civil disobedience has saved us a lot of money in the past. I mean, there were some very dumb people who did pay e-tolls. And frankly, they were just levying another illegal tax on us.
Cyril came in. I don't know what happened. Like, the economy just shrinked. When Jacob was in charge, oh, bro, we were eating for no reason, bro. There were corporates for nothing. We're going to have a very big celebration. Why? We have made a very, very big accomplishment. What is it? We've given 5 pairs of shoes. Really? Really, those kids, they were walking barefoot every day.
now just shared with you another way that they steal it directly from Treasury. Or there's another way that they steal in Gauteng, for instance. And I think they do it everywhere, basically, because one province tests it out. They go and share with their buddies, as you said, if it's a majority. Even if it's different political parties, I mean, some of the parties come from the ANC anyway, so it's just a continuation of the same thing, but now the competition, the stakes are higher. We're now fighting over who's entitled to steal more, because you robbed me of an opportunity to lead in the ANC, and therefore I couldn't get my billions or whatever it is that the hell that I'm feeling entitled to steal. They also are setting up companies through foreigners who don't exist. Some of them exist, but obviously have the fraudulent ID.
Have you ever paused to think about what makes up the economy of a country like South Africa? Well, let's unpack this. Economies are typically measured by something called gross domestic product, or GDP, which adds up the total value of all goods and services produced within a country. This gives us a snapshot of the country's economic health and activity. Let's explore the different sectors of South Africa's economy based on World Bank data from 2018, understand their contributions, and consider some views on how each might be enhanced. While the numbers are from a few years ago, they provide a clear and relevant picture of how South Africa's economy is organized today. Major sectors of South Africa's economy. Here's a breakdown of the sectors from the largest to the smallest contributors, explained in simple terms. 1. Finance, real estate, and business services, about 20%. This sector includes banks, insurance companies, real estate firms, and business consulting services. It's like the financial backbone of South Africa, helping people and businesses manage money, buy homes, and plan for the future. 2. General government services. Think of this as the government's role in the economy. It includes everything from schools and hospitals to police and fire services. This sector ensures that essential public services are available to everyone, helping to maintain order and public welfare. 3. Trade, catering, and accommodation. This sector covers all the shops, hotels, and restaurants. It's crucial because it deals directly with selling goods and services to people, both locals and tourists, which is essential for the economy's day-to-day operation. 4. Manufacturing. This is where raw materials are turned into finished products. From making canned foods to cars, manufacturing creates lots of jobs and products that South Africa can sell to other countries. 5. Construction. This sector is all about building things. Roads, homes, offices, and bridges are all constructed by this sector. Good infrastructure is vital for any country's economy because it supports everything from transportation to business operations. 6. Mining. South Africa is rich in minerals, and this sector digs them up. It includes mining for gold, diamonds, and platinum, which are important for making jewelry and other products. Even though it's crucial, it's also very sensitive to global price changes, which can make it unstable. 7. Electricity, gas, and water. This sector provides the basic utilities needed to light homes, cook food, and supply water. It's essential for everyday life and for businesses to operate smoothly. 8. Personal services. This includes services that help improve the quality of life, such as healthcare, education, and social services. These services are crucial for maintaining a healthy, educated, and stable society. 9. Agriculture, forestry, and fishing, about 2.5%. Despite being vital for providing food and raw materials, this sector contributes the least to the GDP. It involves growing crops, managing forests, and fishing. It's highly dependent on the weather and environmental conditions, which can make it unpredictable. Understanding the structure of South Africa's economy through its sectors provides a clear picture of how the nation operates economically. Each sector, from finance to agriculture, plays a crucial role in supporting the country's stability and growth. This foundational knowledge is essential for navigating future challenges and opportunities in South Africa's economic landscape. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe.